Two major national tragedies within weeks of each other. It has been a decade since Hurricane Katrina and almost 14 years since 9/11. They're haunting events we can't forget, especially for two men WBIR 10 News reporter Rachel Wittel spoke with, who were hands deep in the aftermath.
Art Bohannon and Steve Tinder are more than co-workers, they're family. The forensic experts have served a total of more than 80 years in law enforcement, many of those with the Knoxville Police Department. Bohannon is most known for his fingerprint invention, using super glue to get fingerprints off the human skin. After responding to national disasters using that identification technique, anniversaries of Hurricane Katrina and 9/11 don't get any easier.
I think to most of us it's a special calling.
Shipping out to natural disasters.
That's what we're there for, is to help in the worst situation ever possible.
Art Bohannon and Steve Tinder met 40 years ago. Ever since, they act as a team doing an unthinkable task, identifying victims of national tragedies.
First 3 weeks we processed bodies that had drowned. And then the second 3 weeks we opened caskets that had floated out. Over 1,000 caskets floated out. And we opened those caskets for identification so the family could have the bodies back.
Hurricane Katrina struck the Gulf Coast a decade ago, leaving permanent images in their memory.
And you cannot imagine 2 or 3 days what it does to body in that hot temperature down there. The heat and humidity, they decay right away.
They identified hundreds of bodies from the refuge, but no deployment compares to what they endured in New York almost 14 years ago.
To this day, I can't explain what I felt.
The September 11th terrorist attacks killed nearly 3,000 people. Bohannon and Tinder arrived at Ground Zero just 24 hours after the attack.
It was unbelievable. I saw this on TV 2 days ago and didn't believe it. Now we're here, we're looking at it, we're seeing this firsthand. And we really can't believe it now. You almost had to touch the ground to realize that you're there.
My first time was at night, walking right in the rubble, and I seen a huge crane with a red lab slowly going over the rubble trying to find anyone that was living. And it was just, I can't put it into words what I seen and felt at that time, because we knew thousands were dead there.
And the only way to cope with the upcoming anniversary?
Stay focused, lean on each other, and we're there to help the living, not the dead.
Bohannon and Tinder spent about 6 weeks identifying victims of Hurricane Katrina. Bohannon worked at Ground Zero for 8 weeks. Robin?
Two remarkable men.